Solar energy. Solar energy is radiant light and heat from the sun that is harnessed using a range of technologies such as solar power to generate electricity, solar thermal energy, including solar water heating, and solar architecture. It is an essential source of renewable energy, and its technologies are broadly characterized as either passive solar or active solar depending on how they capture and distribute solar energy or convert it into solar power. Active solar techniques include the use of photovoltaic systems, concentrated solar power, and solar water heating to harness the energy. Passive solar techniques include orienting a building to the sun, selecting materials with favorable thermal mass or light-dispersing properties, and designing spaces that naturally circulate air. In 2011, the International Energy Agency said that the development of affordable, inexhaustible and clean solar energy technologies will have huge longer-term benefits. It will increase countries' energy security through reliance on an indigenous, inexhaustible, and mostly import-independent resource, enhance sustainability, reduce pollution, lower the costs of mitigating global warming. These advantages are global. Electricity production. These paragraphs are an excerpt from solar power. Solar power is the conversion of energy from sunlight into electricity, either directly using photovoltaics, PV, or indirectly using concentrated solar power. Photovoltaic cells convert light into an electric current using the photovoltaic effect. Concentrated solar power systems use lenses or mirrors and solar tracking systems to focus a large area of sunlight to a hot spot, often to drive a steam turbine. Photovoltaics were initially solely used as a source of electricity for small and medium-sized applications, from the calculator powered by a single solar cell to remote homes powered by an off-grid rooftop PV system. Commercial concentrated solar power plants were first developed in the 1980s. Since then, as the cost of solar electricity has fallen, grid-connected solar PV systems have grown more or less exponentially. Millions of installations and gigawatt-scale photovoltaic power stations continue to be built, with half of new generation capacity being solar in 2021. In 2021, solar generated 3.8%, 1,040 terawatt-hours, of the world's electricity compared to 1%, 253 terawatt-hours, in 2015 when the Paris Agreement to limit climate change was signed. Wind and solar generated over 10% of the world's electricity in 2021. Along with onshore wind, the cheapest levelized cost of electricity is utility-scale solar. Much more low-carbon power, such as solar, is urgently needed to limit climate change, but the International Energy Agency said in 2022 that more effort was needed for grid integration and the mitigation of policy, regulation and financing challenges. Concentrated solar power. Main article. Concentrated solar power. Concentrating solar power, CSP, systems use lenses or mirrors and tracking systems to focus a large area of sunlight into a small beam. The concentrated heat is then used as a heat source for a conventional power plant. A wide range of concentrating technologies exists. The most developed are the parabolic trough, the solar tower collectors, the concentrating linear Fresnel reflector, and the Stirling dish. Various techniques are used to track the sun and focus light. In all of these systems, a working fluid is heated by the concentrated sunlight, and is then used for power generation or energy storage. Designs need to account for the risk of a dust storm, hail, or another extreme weather event that can damage the fine glass surfaces of solar power plants. Metal grills would allow a high percentage of sunlight to enter the mirrors and solar panels while also preventing most damage. Here are some key facts about solar energy. Solar panels convert sunlight into electricity. Solar panels are made up of photovoltaic cells, which convert the sun's energy into electricity. Solar energy is abundant. The amount of solar energy that reaches the Earth's surface is thousands of times greater than the amount of energy that humans consume in a year. Solar energy is clean. Solar energy does not produce greenhouse gases or air pollution, making it a much cleaner source of energy than fossil fuels. Solar energy is versatile. Solar energy can be used in a variety of ways, from powering homes and businesses to providing electricity in remote areas and on spacecraft. Solar energy is becoming more affordable. The cost of solar panels has decreased significantly in recent years, making solar energy more accessible to individuals and businesses. Solar energy is reliable. While solar panels do not produce energy at night, they can still produce energy on cloudy days. Additionally, with the use of energy storage technologies, solar energy can be stored and used when needed. Solar energy can help combat climate change. By reducing the reliance on fossil fuels, solar energy can help to decrease carbon emissions and slow the progression of climate change. Solar energy has the potential to play a major role in the transition to a more sustainable energy system. As technology continues to improve and costs decrease, it is likely that solar energy will become an increasingly important source of energy in the future. Here are some additional points about solar energy. Solar energy is scalable. Solar energy can be used on a small scale, such as to power a single home or business, or on a large scale, such as to power an entire city or region. Solar energy can be used in combination with other renewable energy sources. Solar energy can be combined with other renewable energy sources, such as wind or hydropower, to create a more reliable and efficient energy system. Solar energy can help to reduce energy costs. By using solar energy, individuals and businesses can reduce their reliance on expensive fossil fuels, potentially lowering their energy bills. Solar energy can create jobs. The solar energy industry has the potential to create jobs in installation, manufacturing, and maintenance. Solar energy can be used in developing countries. Solar energy can provide electricity in remote areas and in developing countries that lack access to reliable power sources. Solar energy has a low environmental impact. Unlike fossil fuels, solar energy does not produce harmful pollutants that can harm the environment and human health. Solar energy is becoming more efficient. Advances in solar technology are increasing the efficiency of solar panels, which means that they can produce more energy from the same amount of sunlight. As the world seeks to transition to a more sustainable energy system, solar energy is likely to play an increasingly important role. With its many benefits and growing affordability, solar energy has the potential to help create a more sustainable and equitable future.